Hey guys, Aaron here, coming at you with a long anticipated flashlight review. Um, I have slowly, over the last probably 4 months, 5 months or so, gotten into flashlights, which, just like knives, led to custom flashlights, which I've been very quiet about sort of getting into. My first was the Alpha from Prometheus Lights. My second was the Aeon from Muyshondt. And then my most recent was the Haiku here, which is, I mean, this is perfection in a light. But what I'm reviewing today for you guys, whoa, is knocking my camera over. How to do that effectively. And the Muyshondt Aeon. Now, the Aeon is, in my opinion, one of the most perfect pieces of gear that I have encountered. The size on it's great. The output on it is great. It really is just sort of an overall perfect piece of gear. A lot like the Sebenza 21 is a perfect cutting tool. But let's get a little bit into it. And it's worth pointing out, the light that I'm reviewing is the first generation Aeon. They've come up with at least one, if not two more iterations of this light. If you get a chance to get one of those, I highly, highly recommend it. It'll have 3 stages instead of 2, so on and so forth. But as I've said in some of my previous reviews, I prefer a smaller flashlight. I think that the Prometheus Alpha here, while being a fantastic light for a lot of reasons, and I have EDC'd this and carried this, it's just slightly large for my pockets every day. But you're looking at 2¼ inches long by 3/4 of an inch thick. The weight is right around 1.3 ounces. The emitter is a Cree XPE X lamp LED, and the power source is a single CR2 battery. You have 2 output modes on here, the lowest being 10 lumens and the highest being 114. The user interface on it is, I mean, it's twist on for twist more for higher, twist off. There's no on off. It's just on and then more on. It's purely mechanical. That's all I can say about it. It's as simple as that. It doesn't get any more complicated. That's all you need to know. The beam quality, as you can see here, is a really good mix of spot and flood. It will work equally well to illuminate that scary thing over there in the bushes, as well as light up a hotel room while you stumble to the bathroom. The 2 outputs on it are fantastic. The low is perfect for not ruining your night vision when you get up to go to the restroom, and the high is great to look around in the yard when you take the dog out. Overall, I just think it's a great light to carry on you all the time. In terms of method of carry, it doesn't get a whole lot simpler. It's got a little attachment point for a split ring or a little lanyard like this. The way I've been carrying it is just sitting in the bottom of my pocket, and I reach down, grab it, pull it out, and use it. I've seen guys who hang it from their keychain. I've seen guys that do that kind of stuff. That seems to work great. What I would suggest if I was going to do that would be a McGizmo clip. Attached to your keychain with a split ring on here, so you could clip it on, and when you're ready, clip it off and have it to use in your hand. That way you're not holding it and a whole bunch of keys. That would be my suggestion. But I think that's it. I mean, it really is just flashlight perfection. I mean, in a way, the Haiku is the perfect flashlight, in my opinion. But this really fits the bill for discreet, not concealed, it's a light, it doesn't matter, but low impact, I should say, on your carry system carry. It carries like it would a battery or a coin. It's about the size of a AA. You would have no problems carrying this. It adds virtually no weight to your system whatsoever. Hopefully, at some point, manufacturers will pick up on the design of something like this and manufacture something else in the same kind of form factor as it. The unfair thing about me reviewing an Aeon is that they're not readily available. I would suggest looking over on CPF forums, Candle Power forums, to see if you can pick one up. on the secondary market, and they're not really cheap. These went for $150 new. You'll pay several times that on the secondary. This is the aluminum. The aluminum version. A titanium version will cost you $300, $400, $500. It's a lot of money for a light, and I think that there are cheaper production models out there that work equally well. The Olight S10 Baton is a great example. However, if you want a custom light, which a lot of guys do, and I don't blame you, you really can't go wrong with the Muyshondt Aeon. So that's it, guys. The Aeon review. Aaron, out of here.